those of you that don't know me, my name is still Matt, and I like to have a lot of fun. We're here going to dive into some Google Plus training in terms of, alrighty, coach is back in the room. Awesome. We're going to dive into some Google Plus training because I am learning myself at what a powerful tool this is. And one group in specifically is the work from home opportunities group, and the gentleman that created the group and really is deserving of a ton of credit for this because it's full of knowledge and full of awesome resources and people. Um, and we will be getting into that this evening. So I am going to flip back on the other side, and we'll get rocking and rolling. La, 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 la. Da, da, da. Okay, so I'm just gonna recap a little bit onto what we did yesterday. We covered the messaging aspect from our little quotation marks over here, as well as I want to touch on another area which it's a little bit easier to message people from. Why is it going right to my Google Plus? It's interesting. Which is fine, but I just it's not what I want. Folks, if you don't have a Gmail account, get one, because this is where you will find the value in what we do. Is as soon as it kind of loads up and everything, and this is my mass amounts of email. But over here on the left hand side, where your inbox is, your drafts, and all that kind of fun stuff, you see how that kind of jumps down, and it's really cool because your circles, your Google circles, the people that you have here, it comes up in your circles. So your friends, your family, your business contacts. WFHO is work from home opportunities, which is a group we're gonna do, um, and then a couple other categories where I know people from. Um, but this is something that's awesome. But then if you don't go full screen here, and you see these names here on the left, folks, these are your Google contacts. These you can click on the name. I'll click on Robert, and then it kind of popped up over here. But here you go. Here's Robert down here on the right. Hey, Robert. This is Google messaging. You don't have to send an email. You don't have to do anything. It's right here in your email box. Robert, I did record last night, but going to try a better one. See, done. All right, there you go. Done. Sent. So I mean, you don't even need to get into Google Plus to email your contacts. Look, you rock. Thanks, man. And that's the power of Google. You know, um, I don't know. Call me crazy. I love the movie the internship. I think it's called. I love it, but I don't know the name of it. If you guys know it, it's all about Google and the power of Google, and it's a funny movie. It's got Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson, um, and it's a hysterical movie. I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it, but it is kind of funny. Um, so that's his message that actually just popped up here, so it kind of pops up. So this is your messaging, your quotation marks. You want to add people, it's this little friend guy over here. So it'll come up with a side here of suggestions, people that you should add into your circles. Always keep track of where you found them. Okay, so this guy Paul Fitzgerald, I'm pretty sure he comes from the work from home group. So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm this little box that pops up. I'm just gonna check off WFHO. Okay, that's it. And now I added him, and he's in it. Okay. The other thing is, if you know them from outside of a group, if you know them from a specific company, if you know them from a hole in the wall, you know it's pretty easy to do that too. And what you want to do is you click on here. I'm probably not going to add this guy because I don't know him. So let me try and find somebody that I actually know. Um, all right. So here, if they give you family, friends, acquaintances, following, business contacts, I created the WFHO um, work from home dads group, and then the other viral recruiting, and then the other couple. So if I know this guy from say just Google, you know, you come on here and create new circle. Okay, create new circle. Google. Kind of doesn't narrow down, but okay. And then click create. It works a second, and then boom. So now you go into your next one, and where is it? There it is. So the category just popped up right here. Google, one, done. So you can categorize your contacts. So when you go do a hangout, when you go do these things, you can organize your contacts and send out emails to, if you're doing a business oriented one that's specific to your company and you have all your contacts in your company category, that's only people that you can send the invitation to. Okay? You don't need to send it to everybody in your circles, in all your circles, because you don't necessarily need that or want that. That's the power. Okay? You can literally categorize every contact that you meet here. Alrighty? So, we'll get into these top menu buttons here, and then we're going to go over to our home. We went through profile yesterday. We went through people. It's basically it gives you this list that's here on the right. I'm pointing to the screen again, like you guys can see it. This list over here to the right that you see, it's going to make it a full screen and be able to give you that many more contacts or suggestions and people that you might know. The photos, the same deal, but I want to get into the communities because the communities is where I'm going to spend most of my time. Um, because you don't necessarily want to. I mean, you can post on your wall. I posted a picture last night. I mean, I love the flying boats. Posted it, had a couple likes, had a couple views. It's something, pictures, and what I'm finding out is I'll get into it and we'll show some in the community. So we're gonna go here to communities. Get that closed. Um, and there's not a ton of communities here, um, but there is one in particular here. It's the first one I have on here. Work from home opportunities. Got 9,459. Yeah, I mean we got what 55 new members since yesterday because I think it was 9,404 last night when we did this. So you click on it and voila, the home page of the group pops up. Again, folks, go into read the rules. Please read before posting. Give Robert that credit. Give him the satisfaction. Give him the acknowledgement and respect in reading these rules. They're very basic rules, but they're very cool. Um, it kind of shows the passion and what he's creating in this community. Um, what did I do? Oh wow, a lot of questions. I'm sorry. Uh, Coach, you seeing anything? Matt's just shaking. Well, you got a storm coming through? No, you don't. You shouldn't need to do anything. There might actually be a plugin. Um, there, and it will ask on the top thing, the top menu bar, to enable chat, I believe. Um, but it shouldn't. It should automatically load your contacts into your Gmail, and you should just be able to message them the same way. I believe. Yeah, Google tips and tricks we're gonna get into tonight. Add a new link on the right. Testimonials under rules. Add a new link on the right under testimonials and rules. Okay. Matt, can you check to see if instructions to chat feature is in the tip section? Absolutely. Cloudy with no storm. Well, you're hearing me. You got it? Nice. We're pinned on the front page too. I like that. Look at that. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Rob. That's awesome. Alrighty, so minimize that a little bit here. And then, so I want to, you said there was testimonials, a new, here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're doing when we come into this group is you're going to go in and introduce yourself. Yeah, as well as when you're a return visitor to the group, you always want to kind of take a peek, see what's going on, see who's new to the group, welcome them to the group. Um, one thing that I know once you get up to a certain level of members, there's an error loading this community. Please reload and try again. Okay, let's try again. There we go. Just a little refresh. Kathy, I love that picture of you, by the way. I think it's really awesome. So I want to welcome Kathy. Kathy's in the room tonight. Um, Mike was actually in the room last night. Uh, so what I want to do is plus Kathy. Whoops. Kathy, awesome to see you here. I am sure you will enjoy the company. Enjoy the company you meet. I always kind of try and like to be different. I think just a welcome bit. Welcome, welcome. I mean, kind of I like to change it up a little bit personally. So I'm always gonna plus it, post it, and then what I'll do is I'll go up to the comments here and see what everybody else wrote afterwards. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the group. So you understand what I'm saying? So you want to kind of John Green. I like this. You won't be disappointed. The group is unrivaled in Google Plus. I like John Green already. He thinks outside the box. Welcome. This is awesome group. Hope you find new friends within this community. Just little things that set yourself apart. When I'm looking for people that I want to connect with and I want to grow with, it's people that kind of go outside. You know what I'm saying? And go into the thought process. Don't get me wrong. There'll be times where you're just gonna kind of push through it, but you always want to kind of set yourself a little differently than everybody else. Why? Because you want that the whole point of it is to stick out in the crowd. You want to be that pink elephant that everybody notices, but and you want them to talk about you. It kind of creates that buzz. Oh man, who's John Green? Mitzi. Okay, I'm with Mitzi there. So I'm definitely gonna come through and plus one a couple of these posts. It kind of shows a little interaction, shows some support with the other members. You want to be engaged. That's what Google Plus is all about. It's not about, eh, you know, n- getting in there and spamming out your links. It's just more professional. I just enjoy it that much more. Barbara Ross, another one. Great, unicorn. I don't know. Real men wear pink. um, but no, I mean Mike Brooks is. I actually had a great conversation with him all day yesterday. 12 o'clock last night. He's going through looking for a picture to put up in his profile because he's like, you know something, Matt. He goes, thank you, number one, and I give him a lot of credit because he's real. He's been doing an MLM for a little while. He's had a little rough, but here he is. He's walking in. Yeah, I'm 42. I live in Missouri. Well, that's the one first thing against you, Mike. You live in Missouri. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Kidding. What do you? What's up? Um, and then I like to help others live their lives. Also have a great biz op if I'm interested. Looking at chatting soon. So that's, I mean, to me, if you went onto Mike's profile yesterday, you would have been like, oh my gosh. But today, just taking action in what he learned last night, he's telling me, he goes, Matt, it's just a pleasure to meet you because there's people out there charging $500 an hour for stuff that you gave me for free. And thank you. That's it, man. That's why I do these things. That's why Coach does these things. That's why we put ourselves out there just for guys like this that are new to the newer to the business and are willing to learn and are gonna take action. Um, you know, action taker 100 times better today, Mike. I'm gonna plus them, Mike, and we're going to here. Boom, Mike, Mike Brooks. Post comment. I mean, he joined. It's the one thing I can't see exactly 12. I mean, this is probably last night, September 23rd, 12:16 a.m. Yeah, so this was my last communication with him last night. Is that he asked me for the link for the group. So he signed up. He joined. He introduced himself. Um, 14 comments, 10 pluses. I mean, that's somebody that didn't know anything about it yet. I love this one. Our boy Travis. I want to show you this comment because Travis is a cool guy, very down to earth, very real, very straightforward. And I could have sworn I saw it in here this morning, and it should be here. Thank you, everyone. Nice greeted. Welcome to the community. Tip: get a clear face picture and fill out your profile. I mean, it's. I agree with what Travis is doing here, and I commend him for it. Um, I like to do that on like a personal level, on a one-on-one conversation. Hey, listen, just by the way, you might want to put up a profile picture. I mean, maybe they're self-conscious. Maybe they're not happy with the way they look. I don't know what the reason is, but that's a one-on-one conversation where you can build their confidence and you can say, listen, there's a million other people that have the same issues. Who cares? Ron and I have the same kind of story about when we started doing these workshops. We were scared shitless. You know, um, we were scared shitless when we did. I know I was. The first time I rolled out on these workshops, it was like, but one thing that we can do, um, and it shows is everything that I give you guys and I try to portray and I try to do. Listen, you can take it. I'm not gonna chase you down. I'm not gonna make you do it. But it comes from my heart. It comes from my struggles, my beliefs, and my expertise. And not only in this industry. I mean, those of you that know me, I've spent 17, 18 years managing some of the busiest restaurants in the world, and I've managed well over 5,000 people in my career. Um, and it's how to deal with different personalities and how to hold yourself. Um, I've never been a big salesperson, but that's where I learn and I grow, and that's kind of what I do. But Travis, that's what he does. That's awesome. I still want to see Michelle on our workshop. I would love to get her in one of these workshops and get her feedback on it. Um, she is an awesome young lady, awesome, a lot of fun, very bubbly, just a Michelle is trying to get in. Why isn't anybody having? Why is everybody having trouble getting in? Let me post another link that's not shortened because I think maybe it might have something to do with the shorten. If you want to try and give her that link, that would be cool. Um, I think I mean for those of you that don't know Michelle, I mean she's a ball of fire. I'm going to tell you that much. I mean, she's awesome. So this is your introduction. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this part because we did it last night. You see this, Rob? I can just go on for hours about one section in your group. Why? Because it's like 42 groups in one, and kudos to you for doing it. But there was community testimonials. Like I told you last night, Rob, I mean, my testimonial will be there and will absolutely be posted here shortly. Um, is that a vertical video, Rob? I'm just wondering. I thought that was video 101. But no, it's this is Michelle who hopefully she can get in. Hey, listen, it happens. Videos are great. Videos are golden. Videos. Uh, our boy Danny from last night, I had a great conversation with him. Uh, he's got some great insight on video and some great insight on how to capture views and actually put them in front of other huge videos, and it's going to be an interesting conversation next time I talk to him, because I definitely want to hear more about that because I'm really not that afraid to do videos, but it's definitely need to kind of practice. Um, Shoot the breeze, kind of just talking. Actually, let's see, because this is where Daniel. Yeah, here you go. Uh, wow, awesome, awesome. I was actually looking at this on my phone. I think that's pretty cool. Um, Thanks, Daniel, man. So, Daniel came in here and said, "Shoot the breeze, no advertising." He's not advertising. He came in and posted. Last night I was on a webinar with Matthew Kaess. Here's the biggest takeaway I got from last night. Figured I would share it with you. You only have to change the mind of one person. I think that's, um, I, exactly. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. If you don't laugh at yourself, what are we doing? It's you might as well be working a 9 to 5. I mean that's just kind of the way I look at it. Um, so thanks, Daniel. I'm gonna plus him. Daniel, awesome to have you join us last night. It all starts with one. It all starts with one. I to get those comments, the pluses on that's awesome. That makes me feel good. Um, so shoot the breeze. This is another thing. Love beach money. Atti- attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude. We all know that from Ziggy. Um, this Michelle, I actually want to kind of talk to her about that because I think this is one of her. I'm guessing one of her blogs, um, blog posts that she posted in here. Um, Empower Network. Yeah. I have a question. How is it there are people even in this community who are talking about relationships that don't even have their chat feature enabled on Google Plus? Okay. How do you have a relationship without direct communication? Just find it amusing. Um, so Jen, I guess there is a feature that you can turn on your Google Chat, and guess what? I'm going to go in here to tips and tricks, to my Google tips and tricks inside the community. Yeah, everyone is still learning. So where would I find it? Let's see if I can find it. I'm so confused. I cannot move on. What do you mean you're so confused? What are you so confused about? Your chat? The chat feature. Well, it's really, I'm gonna move this over here, and I'll walk through it because you can also search posts for what you want. Okay, I can search it in here, Rob. Look at that. Search community. Yeah, mine too. My chat feature just started working one day, so that's why I kind of looked at it. So there's a search feature. Well, it says search community. Can I search the community first? Let's see if enable chat. Let's see what happens. Can I start a blog on my iPhone for free? Yeah, that's not it. Okay, so cool. Um, so I'm gonna go how to enable your chat feature in Google Plus. See if it comes up. Okay, here we go. So I am going to how to chat people with people in your circle. Okay, so that makes sense that they need to be in your circle. Yeah, I found that out. Uh, so this guy, Payush Jain, I don't know, publicly 2011, enabled your chat feature on Google Plus. So we're gonna click on that for a second, and so I am going to copy that. You're concerned about your recording cutting off. Okay, perfect. Jen, you are awesome. You are awesome. So I'm going to send that over on how to enable your Google Chat. And guess what, folks? Stick with me. I'm not going anywhere, but I do want to end this recording on a good note. So, folks, this was a very uh, i- start of an introduction into the amazing workings of a Google Plus community called Work from Home Opportunities. If you do not have it or you're not part of it, please, please jump out there. It will be like nothing you have ever seen before. It is powerful, it is moving, and for the people that truly want to network and meet and gain relationships, whether it's about a business or just a question, this is the group you want to go to. Alrighty, so enjoy your evening.